Get 0% financing on a new Mazda CX-9 at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda.
That would be concerning and maybe set a precedent moving forward.
If you have plans to be outside, you might hit a couple of these little passing showers.
A drug bust and a few arrests made. Look at what they hauled in here. What's up, Tuesday?
Good morning, Tuesday.
Welcome to WAFB Plus, everybody. 9 News now here at, officially, what is the time? Is it like 7:02?
7:03, very
7:03,
close.
and we'll get the official time down.
Yeah.
But regardless, the perfect time to just kind of enjoy a sunrise with us here in South Louisiana when it behaves. It certainly is now. Great shot looking over the big river into downtown Baton Rouge.
I tell you, we had some fiery colors this morning,
sure
and
did.
now Steve has painted a pastel sunrise over the capital city. How about we check in with him now for a look at our temperatures? Steve, another cool start. We'll take it.
Yeah, it is, Liz. And in fact, temperature's pretty similar this morning to what we saw yesterday. If you're getting ready to head out the door, another look at that shot. We do have some clouds that have rolled in over the last 30 minutes or so. Some of those associated with these radar returns that are showing up. I think most of this not actually reaching the ground. Not out of the question to get a couple of drops on the windshield, but not really expecting much more than that. Here's a look at those temperatures right now, largely in the 50s. Baton Rouge, New Roads 55, Gonzales, Homa 57. As cool as an even 50 degrees in Macomb right now. But after kind of a cool start this morning, temperatures will rebound nicely. I've got mid-70s at noon, up around 80 for a high this afternoon. Another day with a mix of sun and clouds, although I think today a little more sunshine than what we saw yesterday, and just that slim chance of a shower or a few sprinkles. Let's give you a look at that on future radar. Yeah, do a decent job of showing what's going on right now. Shows an initial wave of those little sprinkles moving off to the east, and by the time we get to lunchtime, should be mainly dry, partly cloudy. Temperatures low to mid 70s on into the afternoon, pausing at 3 o'clock. You see some clouds rolling through, but really mainly dry, and right on into the evening should be mainly dry as well with a few clouds around. You're headed to LSU baseball tonight as LSU hosts Nichols. Should be fine. That game gets underway at 6:30. Now looking ahead, Thursday though looks to get more active. Showers and storms likely, and the Storm Prediction Center now posting a level 1 out of 5 marginal risk of severe weather area wide on Thursday. Let's give you a look at the timelines. This is the European model. Daybreak Thursday already showing storms approaching and kind of overspreading the area through the morning hours. That's 10 a.m. Thursday that has it fairly active. So we are seeing kind of a trend towards more of the rains being during the first half of the day Thursday. By the afternoon, 2:30, the European shows most of it moving to the east. But until we get this cold front moving through, could be at least a slight chance of rain into Thursday evening. Rain amounts, though, look to be manageable once again, generally coming in under an inch locally. Could be higher in spots where you get storms, but really shouldn't be a big deal. Today, mainly dry, a high around 80 degrees. Tomorrow, a 30% rain chance with a high of 83. Thursday, our most active day. Friday looks really nice, partly cloudy, high of 84. We then get another cold front here Saturday, might generate a couple of showers. Right now, not thinking that's going to be a big deal. Beautiful weather returns Sunday, sunshine, a high of 78. And then Monday, first day of May, looking pretty good for the first couple of days of May. Could see some rain chances back by next Wednesday. It's 7:06 with an update on the roads now. Here's Johnny H.
Had several little fender benders in and around the area. You can see these by these little icons here, and for the most part those are gone, so I'm going to take those off the map, take you right on down toward the Denham Springs area where we are starting to see some traffic right past Pete's Highway. You're really slow right between Range and 4-H Club Road, then right across the Amite River Bridge. Once you get into East Baton Rouge Parish, you're okay until you get closer to Sherwood Forest Boulevard, and then it's a little slow there. There's that bumper-to-bumper traffic right over the Range overpass from the 4-H Club Road camera, and then a little backup right past Essen, far right lane of I-12 westbound, backing up as you make your way to the exit that takes you over to I-10. Bridge traffic a little bit low, slow coming in from the west. 10 eastbound merges with 110 in Baton Rouge, and that's a little slow there. So 23 minutes from Jubin to the 1012. That's our morning drive from Denham Springs. 9 minutes to the Amite River, and then another 8 with 21-mile-per-hour averages from the Amite River to Millerville, and then it picks up in speed a little bit after that. 7:07, 7 minutes after the hour. We go back to Matt and Liz with our morning headlines. Guys?
Yeah, a bit of breaking news for you early this morning at the national level. Now, this is something that folks had been anticipating for a while now. They said announcement coming shortly. happened this morning and officially in the running.
5 a.m. CBS News broke in with a special report kind of showing the campaign video his re-election team has made, airing bits and pieces of it. It's about a 4-minute video announcing why Biden is choosing to run for re-election in 2024.
Right.
But the question here is, do the American people want to re-elect him?
Well, depending on which poll you're looking at,
Yeah.
for instance, we ran a poll this morning, showed the results of a poll, and it was not so much. And it was basically the age issue for a lot of folks. And if the perceived front runner from the Democratic Party and the perceived front runner from the Republican Party were to meet up again, the president here, the former president with Donald Trump, if they were to meet up again, you'd have two men of significant age as well. And so the American people are ready for that again. We'll see, but yeah, the announcement this morning.
Some 500 something days until the election. We're keeping our eyes on that.
Yay. All right, so from all that to this, though, this just coming in early this morning, a shooting, another one in Baton Rouge, late last night.
Yeah, this is a photo sent in from a viewer, but let's get you a map of where police say this happened. It happened on Ontario Street, the 32nd 100 block there of Ontario Street. One person is in critical condition, taken to the hospital with some injuries there. We're still working to find out what the motive is, who they believe the suspected shooter is. But as Matt mentioned, we just found out about this.
Yeah.
Ontario Street near North Acadian Thruway,
Yeah.
around 10 o'clock last night.
10 o'clock last night. And if you travel up, if you go off a little bit left of there, obviously, you hit Plank Road, and a little bit north of there, you'll find Geronimo Street. We obviously were just talking about a shooting along Geronimo Street, and other shootings up there near Dayton. And so this has been a very, very hot, quite literally hot time for a particular part of Baton Rouge over the last number of days when it comes to shootings. We'll see, of course, the very latest on this. If you have any information, you know the number to dial. It's going to be Crime Stoppers at 344-STOP.
Yeah, that number is one that you're going to need too as we take you to Baker now
my gosh,
for
yes.
another person shot and killed in Baker. So the Baker police in this instance investigating a shooting that happened around 9 o'clock, an hour before the Ontario Street shooting. This is Sharon Avenue and Groom Road. Again, we're still trying to figure out the information of why this happened here. We just know that it happened around 8:40 near a food mart and a apartment complex on Sharon and Groom. Coroner's office called right to the scene, which means the victim there died at the scene, but we still need a lot of answers in this investigation too.
So obviously it's the same phone number. It's going to be 344-STOP.
Yeah.
And so you're seeing all this gun violence here in South Louisiana play out again and make the headlines. It's not, look, man, if we could push a button, we'd never report on this stuff ever again because it'd never be happening again. But the job is to let you know what is going on in your part of the world, and this is still in a lot of the headlines right now. You need to know about this, and if actually you know something about it, it's a phone call they could use to Crime Stoppers.
Let's talk about a different kind of crime now, where actually now Zachary police they need your help trying to identify these two individuals. They believe that these two, a pair accused of stealing things, about $1,000 worth of merchandise from the Home Depot.
So what they've got is they got two pictures here, two guys. What they believe is they've identified this guy right here. They're still trying to ID this one over here. So if you know anything about it, maybe somebody you know's got some new stuff that they didn't have, again, a phone call over to Crime Stoppers at 344-STOP. See if you can't help them out a little bit.
Okay. If you're looking for a job and maybe you're trying to look for a second chance, well, the Ascension Parish Sheriff's Office is hosting a record expungement event today. They're also looking to hire some people. Great opportunities happening at the WAG Center in Donaldsonville, but this is kind of another opportunity where you're thinking, you know, if you've got some kind of a record and there are specific requirements that they are accepting people to come in, but it's always worth going to ask.
It is. So from 9 this morning until 12 o'clock this afternoon, as Liz mentioned, the WAG Center, it's in Donaldsonville, Sheriff's Office WAG Center there, if you'd like to go on and check it out. And they were telling us as well, some people hired on the spot today. So see if anything on the record kind of fits the bill, get it expunged, get a job, moving on. Second chance employment and expungement event.
Another opportunity happening, this one through the Department of Children and Family Services. They are looking to fill a couple people today. They're hosting a job fair in Baton Rouge, and you can see they've got a number of different positions open. So if you're looking to maybe switch careers, or how often have we talked about the need from DCFS? They need people to fill certain spots so they can keep their operations going. When it comes to children, you need people to employ, to have people dedicated to it so that agency can keep running.
So 9 this morning until 1 o'clock this afternoon. It's going to be the Capitol Park Welcome Center in Baton Rouge. That's right down along River Road. If you think this might be something just right up the alley, right up your alley, and again, as Liz mentioned, some careers and some jobs that could really really benefit all of us if they happen to be filled, that kind
Yeah.
of thing. Check this out. It could be what's next for you.
So from a state agency to a city parish agency.
Oh, hello.
I know, Callie,
Big time.
talking big bugs today.
Big bugs.
Mosquitoes. We all know they're pesky. We all know they're annoying. But if you live in the city parish of EBR and you're a taxpayer, you can call them out to come spray your yard.
And I think we mention that often,
Yeah.
right? But I don't think we can mention it often enough,
Yeah.
because I still think some folks don't know. They're just waiting for the truck to roll around whenever it does.
Right.
Maybe the mosquito abatement plane flies over once in a while. They're using drones
Yeah.
now. But you can actually make that phone call like, I've got some problems. Can you maybe, and yes, schedule an appointment. They come out and do it. It's free because you've already paid for it.
Yes, and for this, it's better to get ahead of it. So my neighbor,
Absolutely.
she calls every week to have
Really?
them come out. Yeah, to make sure that they get it because we hate mosquitoes.
Well, yeah.
So they were saying that they got 120 phone calls last week. That number sounds like a lot, but when you talk about how many people live in the parish,
That's true.
330, 350,000
That's true,
roughly.
yeah.
Make the call. These services are there for a reason. So I'm telling you, when you can beat mosquitoes, think about having dinner out on the patio and not having to worry about mosquitoes or putting out citronella candles and doing the whole show and pony
Yep.
to have dinner or wine out on the patio.
Is that like showing pony dog? I'm with you.
All of the above.
Don't want your pony bitten up.
Well,
okay,
no.
here's the thing, Steve. As we kind of get going into these summer months, thankfully the weather's kind of cool right now. But you were talking about it earlier. Mosquitoes are like a 12-month thing nowadays.
Yeah, it feels like no matter when you walk outside now, you see them, by the way, show and pony right here. But yeah, the weather, no doubt, we're headed towards, Monday, the first day of May. It's going to start getting warmer, so the mosquitoes going to love it.
Read between the lines. Should we be promoting exterminating the state bird? The mosquito.
It certainly
Just
is. It feels like it's the state bird.
You
out
should
there.
ask Billy Nungesser that question. See what he has to say about it.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's shaping up to be another pretty good day. Cool start. You got it right there waiting for us. Comfortably cool to get us going on a Tuesday, Cap.
Yeah, starting out in the 50s. We'll get up around 80 this afternoon, so it's going to be pretty nice. Watch out for some storms on Thursday.
And people ask us all the
Always.
time, do we like each other? No.
You have to come back tomorrow to see if the show and pony are still there.
Read
See you
between
in
those
10
lines.
minutes. Oh.